What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to the first official episode of Mock Draft Central right here on the Aboriginal Sports Network. You got me, Big Pat Sports Talk, NYG22, Unpopular Opinion Sports, and your dog,
Let's
TP
go.
Wade.
Let's
Let's
do it.
get
Let's
into
do it.
this 7-round mock draft of the New York Giants. We're going to do it a little bit different, but we're going to show you the whole format right after the intro, man. Let's get
Yes,
into
sir.
it. To the intro. Welcome to NFL Mock Draft Central. All right, let's get and talk about this mock draft for our New York Giants. Of course, they're going to be the first episode of Mock Draft Central. We're talking about the New York Giants. So we're going to tell you exactly what they did the previous draft, talk about some of those guys and see how they did. So NYG, let's talk about what we did last year in last year's draft.
All right. So last year, the New York Giants taking Malik Neighbors with the 6th overall pick. A lot of people questioned that pick. That's not front. But Malik Neighbors had an awesome year. Over 1,200 receiving yards, 101 receptions. So he definitely had a breakout year. Well, a great year, I should say, as far as production is concerned. Now, let's go to Tyler Nubin. Tyler Nubin, safety, drafted number 47. Tyler Nubin, okay season. If you want to say that, don't have his stats up here, but I think he played well, given the circumstances. Trying to take over for Xavier McKinney, who a lot of Giants fans wanted back. Now, the gem of the draft might be Andrew Phillips. Andrew Phillips solidified as being one of the better slot defenders in the NFL just as a rookie, man. I think he's progressing to be that. Not there yet, but he can be that. So I think the Giants hit on that at number 70. Theo Johnson got injured, but he was being pretty productive in the games that he did play. Tyrone Tracy, almost over 1,000 yards, had 839 yards, 5 touchdowns. Running back out of Purdue in the 5th round at 166. So to get production like that out of a 5th round draft pick is pretty good. Pretty good by Joe Shane and company. Now, Dario Musau, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Sorry if I mispronounced that. You guys know I'm not good with names. But anyway, 183 linebacker out of UCLA by the New York Giants. Did some good things in spot duty during the season. Definitely has room to grow as a rotational linebacker in the NFL. Now, fellas, how do you guys feel about the 2024 draft for the New York Giants as we look into the 2025 draft and try to move forward? But let's talk about the previous draft first. Take care of this business.
TP, talk to him, man.
Yeah, man. Well, I get asked all the time, why does Joe Shane still have a job? Because of this draft that we just went over, really. I think he did a phenomenal job. Wish I could say that about the other two, but for this one, the 2024 draft, you can't get too much better than that, man. I mean, you look at even the late round picks, like a Tyrone Tracy Jr., he wasn't supposed to be what he was for us, man. Tyrone Tracy came and took the starting job, and he earned it. He is. You got the Tyler Nubin, the Andrew Phillips, who clearly look like the ceiling is through the roof, man. So this draft, I give it an A. Maybe if I wake up on the right side of the bed, I may give it an A plus. So of course we need another one like it. But listen, I love this, man. I think the issue is that maybe we just didn't expect these names to play such of a big role together. I think that kind of is an issue. But as far as the talent, as far as how we drafted, I don't think you could get too much better than that, man. I love it.
All right, so that was the 2024 draft for the New York Giants, man. As you see, we got a couple of Jews in there with Tyrone Tracy in the 5th, Andrew Phillips in the 3rd, and we know Malik Neighbors did his thing with the number 1 pick that we had at number 6, and Tyler Nubin was actually playing pretty well before he got hurt. Got to get a little bit more from Theo Johnson and Mual Sal. He was just a guy they threw in there. I'm just going to be honest with you. But, hey, this is Mock Draft Central, man. We get ready to be right back. We're going to go in to the 2025 NFL Draft for the New York Giants. So, we'll be right back. Let's get it.
All right.
So, we are getting into the 2025 NFL Draft for the New York Giants. Going to be using this mock draft simulator, the Mock Draft Buzz Simulator. This one's actually pretty cool. So we're going to enter the draft, and we are, as you know, at pick number 3. So, you guys ready to start the draft?
Let's get it.
Yeah, man. Let's get it, man.
All right. So, we're going to start the draft, and Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward go 1, 2.
Man.
Oh, my goodness.
They knew what they was doing with this.
Oh, man. So, we got some trade offers here on the board. The Carolina Panthers are trying to come up to number 3. So, they're trying to give us pick 8.
This would never happen.
Pick 57, our number 1 next year, and the number 2 next year, and number 4 next year, and Bryce Young.
So let me say this, Pat. So my twin brother is a Carolina Panther fan, so I'm a little more in tune with the Carolina Panthers than the regular person. Because, like, let's be real, like, who cares about the Panthers? But they love Bryce Young over there now, man. Like, everybody is all in on Bryce Young. They ready to ride with him. So I just don't see something like this, man, going down. But just for the hell of it, I guess it's good to play around with.
Okay. Then we have another offer. Packers are offering Jair Alexander with their number 1 pick at 23, with their second round pick at 54, next year's first, next year's second, and next year's third. And Jair Alexander. Wow.
Who's making this first round? Who's making this first round pick?
I'll start it off.
You
go to
got one hell of a decision.
Yeah, then we'll go to UTP.
All right, yeah, I'm glad, y'all. This is all you.
Offer right there, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that offer right there is nice.
I'm telling you,
Pat the GM, this could either make you or break you. What you gonna do?
And then the Vikings are only offering their first round and the first round next year. So that offer is trash.
Yeah. Get him out of here.
I am really thinking about this Jair Alexander. You get so you have 2 number 1s, 2 number 2s, and 2 number 3s next year. You get 2 2s this year, and we'll be picking at 23rd.
Crazy work.
And you get Jair Alexander.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, Pat, I do want to add this though. I want to put you in a predicament like Joe Shane is in. So understand that this is your last hurrah. All right, you got to get this draft right, and you got to win some games now. Because if you do not win, you won't even get to see this. You're gonna be out of here.
Fact.
So I just not to add any more pressure onto you, but this is do or die.
Okay, if I had job security, automatic yes. Automatic yes if I had job security. But since I don't have job security, I gotta reject it. Based on not having job security.
Yeah, they on Twitter firing that up right now.
That's tough. That is tough.
Man.
And the reason why I'm gonna reject it because this is not feasible. That's never gonna happen. But I gotta reject it, man. You gotta keep this as real as possible. That's never gonna happen. But if it did, it would be hard as hell to turn that down.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
But let's just say for the first episode, we'll keep it as real as possible. I'll reject those trades. So
reject them all. Reject all trades.
Yeah, I rejected them all. So we cannot get a quarterback. So me, if I'm the GM right here, I gotta go with a guy that I know that can transform something on my team. And I'm going to Abdul Carter. Now, is there any interference in there? You got Genty, you got Hunter available, Mason Graham, Will Johnson, offensive tackles.
No. Absolute best prospect on the board. You could argue Travis Hunter, but if you're going to use him as a corner for the New York Giants, I'm not drafting him. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What about you, TP?
Yeah, I agree with that, man. I'm not getting Travis, the cornerback Travis. If I'm gonna get Travis, it gotta be the wide receiver Travis. And being that, I guess it says cornerback there. I think that the safest bet is just to go for Abdul Carter.
All right, we got Abdul Carter going at number 3. So the pick is in. Abdul Carter. Man, we got Mr. Abdul Carter, man. 6'3", 250. Edge out of Penn State. 12 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 68 tackles with 43 solo tackles. A 4.48 40. Had a 91 out of 100 player rating and position rank. Was number 1 at his position, man. What do y'all think about Abdul Carter right here?
I think he's the best prospect in the draft overall. Dude, you can line him up all over the defense, pretty much in the front 7. And, he's going to get to the quarterback. You want to rival Dallas with Micah Parsons, and what Philly's defense has. You insert this guy in there with Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeau, and whoever else they want to put in there. I don't care if it's Frosty the Snowman. If you got those guys in there, bro, it's a wrap. Them 4. So again, this is an opportunity to make and we did a video on this opportunity for you to make your defense dominant, from good or average to dominant with just this one player. That's how much of a difference maker he can be on the field. Go ahead, TP.
Yeah, man. Just thinking about Brian Burns on one end and Abdul Carter on the other end, it's a little ridiculous. Like, as a quarterback, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? And think about it. If you have Abdul Carter and Brian Burns on the field, when one of these guys need a rest, guess who's coming in? A Kayvon Thibodeau? Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. But that also just, right now is just also just putting it in my mind that, you know what, I think we're going to go ahead and be aggressive on the defensive side of the ball, man. Because if that's your first pick, I think NYG, has a very valid point. You want to move the needle and you want to take that step, and really put your team in a position to where you're dominant somewhere. You don't just want to go into this season just being, good or just somewhat average or whatever it is. No, we got to be dominant somewhere. So let's work on this defense. I think it's headed towards that direction. So yeah, scary. It's spooky season now.
Yeah. That's why I went with Abdul Carter, because he doesn't have to just play edge. He actually play inside linebacker as well. So if you want to keep a Brian Burns and a Thibodeau on the field and add Abdul Carter, you can have him blitzing from the middle. Man, this is the best pick possible in the worst case scenario, with Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders going 1-2. Our worst nightmares happen, but hey, we got a dream with Abdul Carter, man. But that was the very first pick in the first round. At pick 3, Abdul Carter for the New York Giants at pick 3, man. So, hey, don't feel too bad, Giants fans. We still got a dominant player at pick 3. So now we are at pick 34. NYG, you are on the mound.
Oh, man, Donovan DE, he's there. He went
to the Browns.
Okay, so we got Tyler Warren. Okay, Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker's still there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Colston. Man, we need a quarterback so bad, bro. Where's the quarterback?
Come on, man. Make this fan base happy, man. Go ahead and make this fan base happy. That's who they want. That's who the people want.
No, man. Look at the wide receivers, bro.
You got to make a
nah. O-line. Go to O-line. Gee whiz. Connery
is nice. Tyler Booker is nice at guard.
All right, now we cooking.
So it's going to be
between O-line and I'm not taking a DB. Not taking a running back. We just took an edge. That put me in a tough spot there, bro. I'm not taking Jackson Dart. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go all out trenches. Go Josh Connery Jr.
And the pick is in.
We're
Josh
done.
Connery Jr.
Got to commit to the process.
So this beat is so perfect for this pick. Josh Connery Jr., offensive tackle out of Oregon, 6'5", 311, junior, 87.1 out of 100 rating, has a player rating, ranked number 7 at his position, range at 5, pretty much a 5 flat 40. NYG, explain your pick, brother.
All right, here we go. This is what you're going to do. You're going to put him at right tackle. You're going to put Jermaine Illuminor at right guard. John Michael Smith is going to be your center for now. And then you have Runyon and Thomas on the left side. Now you could flip-flop Illuminor and Runyon if you want to. And then if you're smart, you train Evan Neal to be the swing guard. And if you need a tackle, Illumina is your swing tackle, and you have Connery. So your offensive line should be good money. There shouldn't be no more questions. You got depth now. You have position flexibility.
So you have
ain't got to worry about it no more.
Coming off the bench.
Huh?
So Van Roten is coming off the bench?
Yeah, I don't care about him. Shit. He's not part of the future. No. He's not part of the future in this scenario. You got him and Evan Neal coming off your bench. I feel pretty good about that. Well, at least Van Roten. I don't know about Evan Neal. But
well,
what you
think? Honestly, to be real with you, I kind of seen this coming because I NYG. I know how you think about the importance of the trenches and particularly the offensive line. So I know I'm gonna piss some people off not taking Jackson Dart. You stupid, you idiot. Look, if you can't get the top quarterback, and that's what y'all told me last year, you can't get Drake May, no reason. I'm not taking a quarterback. If it ain't Sador, Cam Ward, not taking a quarterback. We just going to go a different route. You got to change gears. You got famous Jameson there. It could throw you 30 and 30, 30 for 30. So shit, rock with it. Win 7 games. 8
what
games.
You think about it, brother?
I'm not mad at it. Because I mean, you know what's funny? After the Eagles won the Super Bowl, all I seen from Giant fans on Twitter or /X was them saying, "Oh, we got to get depth on the offensive line. Oh, we got to do this on the trenches. We got to do this. We got to do this." And so when the opportunity presents itself, don't shy away from it then. So I mean, hey, the opportunity does present itself right here. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
I could have went with wide receiver but I didn't want Mbuka. You could have went with D tackle maybe. And you could have went with Jackson Dart or Jalen Milroe. But this draft board has Jalen Milroe ranked 97th. And see, I pay attention to stuff like that.
Why don't you like
let's see if he's in the third round. I don't not like him. I don't want that in the second round.
Okay. So I'm actually pretty intrigued with this pick here with Josh Connolly because I think he can play guard as well. I like the pick. Me personally, I wasn't taking Jackson Dart either. But hey, we got famous Jameis and we gonna rock with that until we can find our guy. So hey,
get it
in the second round. We take Josh Connolly Jr. out of Oregon, offensive tackle out of Oregon. And guess what? The GM switches again. Now we go to
that's what I want to see. Yeah, baby.
All right, so let's do these two things. Let me see what the quarterback options is after this. And then I want to see what the defensive line options are.
So we are in the third round. Where's our pick? Uh-oh. Did we mess up or something? There goes Jaden Haggins in the second round. There go there. Second round.
That's the people that was picked, yeah. You wanna, that's the track.
So now we in the third round at pick 65. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of people over there. We got Xavier Watts. We got Caleb Johnson. Alfred Collins. We got Alec Ayamana. Dylan Sampson available. Jalen Royals. Restrepo. What position are you looking for right here, TP?
Let me see the QB. Let me see what QBs are still there.
You got Quinn Ewers. Will Howard. Ford.
Man. All right, and let me see the defensive line. Let me see the defensive line, man.
You got Alfred Collins, Omar Lott.
Collins is pretty good.
Jared Ivey. Shamar Turner. You got Deion Walker.
All right, so this is just a little tricky because I like a few of these names up here. I made a video, a sleeper video, and the person that was on that number one slot for me was Deion Walker. And I know a lot of people are not too big on Deion Walker because of his height and his pad level. And he just needs a little bit more polishing. But I do think, man, that he is going to be something in the league. But don't worry, I'm not going there. I'm just mentioning it. Omar Norman Lott, man, I really do like Omar.
Yeah, Omar's nice.
And I just, because I think what we did with getting Abdul Carter in that first round, I want to get Dexter Lawrence some help, man. I want to go ahead and get him some help, and let's turn this defense into the mighty Giant defense that we know and love. So I'm gonna go with my gut here. I mean, Alfred Collins is a beast too, but I'm gonna go with. Let's go with Omar, man. Let's go with Omar.
All right, so the pick is in. Omar Norman Lott. Omar Norman Lott is the pick at 65. And we get more and more trenches in this draft.
Yeah, baby, let's go.
So Omar Norman Lott, pick number 65 for the New York Giants, out of Tennessee, 4 sacks, 18 tackles, 6'2", 291, defensive tackle out of Tennessee, 84.8 player rating out of 100, position ranked 21st, right at a 540, man. Tell them why you picked Omar Lott, TP.
Yeah, man, I picked Omar because I think that he would complement Dex very well, man. Just his style. He's that gritty, type of defensive lineman. We talk about motor. I'm impressed with Omar, man. I was watching how he was moving in the combine as well, and he could move that 291 weight around, man. So that's ultimately why I just see the potential in Omar Norman Lott, man. So I felt more comfortable going with him. I know more of him, so I got him.
Okay, NYG, what do you think of the pick, man?
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all, man, because you got to understand Dexter Lawrence does need help, and we're not looking for somebody to, go out there and be this dominant force. You're looking for a Robin to Dex's Batman, or however you want to word that. A role player. And I think this guy can be that. And to get him in the third round, yeah. You're taking a chance on upside. So I'm not mad at it at all. I will have to do some more film to make a real evaluation. But just based off what we need, the pick and the value of the pick, I think it's great.
Me personally, I actually like the pick too. He has pretty good potential. Like you said, at 291, he actually moves that 291 pretty well. As you can see here on the screen, moves way faster than you think that he will actually move, considering the frame that he has. But he has one of those frames where if Dex is doing his thing, he can be pretty dominant because he gets uphill. And he doesn't have to start immediately. We not drafted, but we signed Chauncey Golston, Sears, Anderson, and Ledbetter. So he gets a chance to sit, learn, and come in spot duty his very first year. And shoot, maybe he could turn into a beast by year 2. So I'm not mad at the pick. Trenches has been the story of this first NFL mock draft central for the New York Giants. Listen, we are not playing with the trenches over here. So the GM job switches back to old Big Pat. So let's go and see who we gonna pick. I think we have a second, third round pick in this draft, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey Pat, I think you may have the hardest slot.
So
I think you may have the more difficult slot.
So listen, we at pick 99, man. So these are some of the top guys available. You got Danny Stutzman, linebacker out of Oklahoma, Sebastian Castro, safety out of Iowa. And I don't even have to look any further.
You don't take.
I'm taking Savion.
I'm about to say
at pick 99. Savion Williams. Hey, the pick is in. I was looking at that the whole time. Oh, the pick is in. We draft Savion Williams with our second, third round pick. And this dude is an absolute monster if you know how to use him. Coming out of TCU with 60 catches, 611 yards, 6 reception touchdowns with an average of 10.2. Savion Williams, 6'4", 222. Plays the receiver, but also plays running back, an 84 player rating, 12th ranked at his position. And this dude's an absolute beast, man. I picked this guy because we could use him in the backfield. He's also another big body receiver that we could throw the ball to because he has receiver skills as well. This guy is a playmaker and that gadget guy that I can finally say, Wan'Dale Robinson, hit the bench. I don't give a damn what anybody say. You're hitting the bench with this dude out there on the field, man. Hey, I have nothing else to say. I got a 6'4" Deebo Samuel on this team, ready to rock and roll. You can run him and what do you call that? The Wildcat. You can run him out the backfield. You can run him, period, from the running back position, and he can definitely be a switch up from Tyrone Tracy. I got me my player that I want to use as my weapon on my offense, man. So y'all tell me, did I do wrong? Did I do right? What do y'all think about the pick, man?
Fire, bro. You already know how I feel, man. Savion Williams, man. Definitely one of my sleepers in this NFL draft. I mean, he's a weapon. He's a weapon out there. You can line him up all over the field. Got the size, got the speed, you know. And you got to think, more and more teams are wanting more and more players like this because of how you can use them in different packages on offense. I mean, this kid can play. He's a dog. You know, TCU down there in Texas. I mean, I love this pick, and I love this pick for the New York Giants because, like you said, you can finally get Wan'Dale Robinson out of there. And look, man, I mean using those harms, Wan'Dale, but you just don't measure up to what I personally want to see out there on the field in the slot. This is the guy I want to see, man. TP, what you think, bro?
I have to definitely look into. I'm not really familiar with his game, man, but woo.
You're gonna get familiar with it. Nice.
But I'm trusting y'all reaction, man, because y'all definitely, his name definitely popped off the screen for y'all, and
look at that.
Yeah, oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, from what I see, being able to put him in both the passing and in the backfield, you know, I wanted that for the Giants. I do. I want that for the Giants. I think that does a lot for just play calling and scheme wise. So I'm with it.
Yeah. Pick this guy, man, because he definitely can be. I mean, look at him, man. And he's fast, bro. Like, he's fast. And
for his
this
size,
is what you want, man.
Yeah.
This is what you want for your team, man. And he just fits the attitude of this division. This is a player that the people in this division will have to acknowledge. Look at him come at the backfield at the running back position. And he just takes off. If you could get him on linebackers, if you could get him on safeties with his big 6'4" frame, look at it. He can run out of the wildcat. He can do whatever you want him to do. Throws passes. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the guy that I wanted in the third round, and he happened to be there. So I'm giving myself A+ with this pick, man.
My quick question for you two, because you're just more familiar with him. How is his route running ability? Is it comparable to a Wandell? Does Wandell have him by far? Like, what is his?
It is very comparable to a Wandell. Okay. Like I said, is he going to be a route demon? No, but with a player like that, you don't need him to be a route demon.
You got to look at his size and his speed. So you're not looking for him to route people up like Wandell, because Wandell has to route people up in order for himself to get open, because he's not going to do 50-50 contested catches. So this guy can do those type of, catches and different, line up on different spots on the field, whereas Wandell, you're just lining him up in the slot or maybe in the backfield a little bit. But this dude's different, man. I'm telling you. And he goes up and gets the football. Hard to tackle. He's big framed. You know what I mean? And he's a bully. He's gonna run. He's gonna try to run over you.
And we need a bully on our offense. So I got us a bully, but now it is time to switch back to NYG as the GM with the most controversial pick so far for the New York Giants. Hey, we are at pick 105. NYG, what you looking at, brother?
All right, man. Gotta give me some visuals here real quick.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's see who we got. Ooh, boy. Oh man. And we just took a wide receiver. Jeez.
Ooh, Chaz Johnson.
Chaz Johnson, nice though. Yeah. Oh man. Y'all put me in a tough spot. This is a bad pick. Gee whiz. All right. Let's go to running back.
All right, running back. You got Jordan James out of Oregon, Brashard Smith, SMU, LaQuint Allen out of Syracuse, Trevor Etienne out of Georgia, Damian Martinez.
I like Tootin. I do like Bryce Hill Tootin.
Man, LaQuint Allen, he remind me of
Ollie Gordon. I like Ollie Gordon. Dang, man. I don't want another DB. Look at the DBs real quick. Castro.
You got Zay Alexander, Kevin Winston Jr.
All right, go to all. This might have to be a BPA. Go to all. I'm not taking Quinn Ears. I'm sorry. We just took a D tackle. Noel's intriguing, but where do you put him at?
Yeah, you put him in a slot.
You just took Savion Williams.
Savion Williams is all over the place.
All right, nah. I'm gonna hold up. Go back up. Dylan Fairchild.
Actually, a pretty good guard.
Go get the guard.
All right. And the pick is in. More trenches, folks.
Dylan Y'all ain't gonna like me for this.
Pick 105 for
I'm protecting
the Giants.
I'm protecting nobody. We ain't got a quarterback, but whatever. Jameis Winston.
Tell them about your pick, Mr. Dylan.
Again, man, we going back to the offensive line because I don't trust none of these dudes. I don't trust John Michael Smith. I don't trust John Runyon for real. and I don't know how long Jermaine Illuminor wants to play. Andrew Thomas is hurt all the goddamn time. Evan Neal is ineffective. John Rotten. Nobody's excited about this cat. So don't get mad at me for going to the offensive line. The Giants didn't go to the offensive line in free agency. Gotta go get fatties from somewhere, as Coach say, the sexy fatties. Dylan Fairchild, now talk about it. In Georgia, played in Georgia, played in the SEC. You know, you got a guard. Let's see how it shakes out between all these guards you got in the mix. You might as well just not even mention Azudu, McKeithen on any of them other cats y'all took back in the day. They don't exist no more. So we starting fresh with Connery and my man right here, Fairchild. TP, man.
Yo,
What do
man.
you think, TP?
I'm gonna say it again, man. I'm gonna say it again. We all want depth when it comes to the offensive line, so we can't shy away from it when it's time to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, simple as that. Everybody, because that's the thing, man. Everybody talks about it though. So like everybody talks about, oh man, we got to get the offensive line stacked up. We need depth on the offensive line. Oh, we need to get the trenches right first. Everyone talks about it, but then when you get to the draft, what you want to forget about it? You just want to just go with the names. Nah.
I don't like his feet. He gonna need some work. But yeah, I'm looking at his feet. Them joints wide ankle.
If this is what it takes, man, to add depth, to give us, a true solid offensive line, then I'm definitely behind it. So,
hey, listen, I ain't gonna complain. You fixing what I've been wanting to be fixed in the last 4 years. Hey, this is a very, very big and ugly draft. I will say that.
I ain't gonna hate us for this one, bro.
If this fixes the trenches and allows this team to be decent on the offensive line for years to come, you're gonna look back at this draft and be like, you know what? This is when things change. And there's got to be a change. You got to get rid of people like McKeithen and Zulu and all these other guys that you're bringing in. You can't continue to go on people's practice squads to bring people in to start on the offensive line when people get hurt. Mm-hmm. So you have to have a draft like this in order to stop that shit. So you can complain all you want, but you won't be complaining if somebody like Andrew Thomas get hurt and we don't miss a beat. You know what I'm saying? You won't be complaining if that happens.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, some shit gonna happen. We know that.
I ain't mad at the pick, man. So, Mr. Dylan Fairchild, you were our pick in the 4th round. DP.
No, I'm not gonna lie. This is fun. This is fun as shit right here. We gotta do a couple more of these before the draft get here. For sure. I like this. All right.
DP, round 5, pick 154.
Hey, can you do me a favor, man? Can we just run down who we picked thus far?
All right. With me as a GM, I took Abdul Carter. At pick 34, with NYG as the GM, he picked Josh Connolly Jr. starting the what?
Over the quarterbacks. Yes, I did.
At pick 65, TP, you took Omar Norman Lott. Another what pick? At pick 99, I got my guys. I got Savion Williams. I got Abdul Carter. I'm feeling good right now. Y'all should feel good about y'all picks too, man.
I do. I really do.
NYG don't give a damn about the quarterback. Took Dylan Fairchild in the 4th round. We are now at pick 154. TP is back on the horn at GM. Who are we picking, big dog?
Oh man, what's in this DB room, man? Is there anything that catches my eye over there?
You got Billy Bowman at safety, Jonas Sanker at safety. You got O'Donnell Fortune at South Carolina, is actually pretty good. You got Tommy Hill from Nebraska, who's actually pretty good. Quincy Riley from Louisville is actually pretty good. Uptown Stout, another safety. Jalen Reed, another safety. Jason Marshall Jr. I gotta do a little bit more film on him because those Florida DBs, they look good, but then they go to the league and it's like, what happened? But you got Jason Marshall Jr. and then you just get all the way down the list, brother.
Let me also take a look at edge as well.
All right, you got Fadil Diggs from Syracuse. Ahmad Hassani is actually pretty damn good. Don't know how they got him ranked so far down, but these edge rushers are pretty down the list, brother.
All right, and then let me just see all.
All right, you got another defensive tackle, Jordan Phillips, who's actually dope.
Yeah.
How did he make it to the 5th round?
Wow.
You got Terrence Ferguson at tight end. You got Cal McCord at QB. Emory Jones Jr. at tackle. Jeffrey Bassa at linebacker. Kobe King at linebacker. You got Riley Leonard. Jake Majors, center. It's actually pretty dope. Jonas Sanker. You got Brashad Smith still there. LaQuint Allen still there. Holland Pierce. Shout out to Coach.
Ooh,
big monster of a tackle right there.
Holland Pierce.
You got Curtis Rourke, Tyler Shuck, Pat Bryant. He got some people out there. He got Nick Nash.
Man,
what's the deal, man? Where we
Yo,
going?
man, I'm telling you. Hey, man.
I'm not even gonna lie. It would be
EPA.
It would be a little ridiculous, man, for me to double the D tax again, man.
I ain't gonna like this drive, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I'm about to go to special teams. What is let me see the best available corner. Who's the best available corner?
The best available corner is Fortune out of South Carolina or Tommy Hill.
South Carolina.
That's who we going with.
I'm gonna go with Fortune, man. I'm gonna go with Fortune.
And the pick is in. O'Donnell Fortune at 154. DB out of South Carolina. TP, tell them about your corner, man.
So I wanted somebody that can go in there and add to the depth in the CB room. With Adoree Jackson signing with Philly, I think that slot was important to fill. Because it just leaves you Trey Hawkins and then it leaves you Cordell Flott. Give me somebody that could, make it a competition. And so that just in case, something happens with our two starters, man, we make sure we're well prepared. So I want to add some competition, man, on training camp, and let's throw a corner in there that can fill that depth where Adoree Jackson is no longer.
Okay. NYG, what you think about the pick, brother?
I mean, I can't be mad at it. I mean, this late in the draft, you're looking for depth, and I mean, you get that in the cornerback room. There might have been opportunities for us to take corners earlier, but I'm feeling a little cornerback bias here as of late because I just don't think the Giants can draft them very well. But this late in the draft, take a flyer on one. And I mean, hey, kid, played in the SEC. That's always a good thing. So, he goes up against top competition. And, we'll see.
All right. I feel the hate in the room from the fans with this pick. Let me tell y'all something, man. O'Donnell Fortune is very underrated. 6'1", 185 out of South Carolina, had 3 picks, 47 tackles, ran a 4.5, 83 player rating, ranked 27 at his position. You know what O'Donnell Fortune brings to this team? Physicality. If we go to a man scheme,
Yeah.
and you got Deontay Banks, Drew Phillips,
Yup.
a Debo, and you got Fortune coming off the bench,
Yeah.
this guy can actually go out there and compete with Banks for that position if his confidence is not back, and he will take that position from Deontay Banks because he's more physical and he's more of a ball hawk than Deontay Banks ever was.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this pick here in the 5th round because if you could get a guy like this in the 5th round that can actually come in and give you starting minutes, that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say Deontay Banks actually, steps his level up because he see that you draft a cornerback that looks just like me. You got the dreads, both of you 6'1", both of you 185 to 190, both of you supposed to be physical. So if he steps his game up, it allows Fortune to develop. And now you got 3 stud corners a la Browns with their 3 corners.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So this dude, yes, he's a developmental pick. And yes, he's not a sexy pick. Like these Giant fans want all these sexy type picks. Oh, this dude could do this, do that. No, you got to fit with your team and you got to fit your division. So let me get 3 big corners that could be very physical and you can play against the Eagles. AJ Brown goes into the slot. Now this guy Fortune could be there in the slot when you put him out there and still put hands on him. Is he going to bully AJ Brown? No. But he's a guy that can, we can make them frustrated. And then with a dual Carter, Thibodeau, Burns, Dex, defensive tackles galore, if we're getting after Jalen Hurts and he can't get those quick slants off to let AJ Brown do his thing and we could guard those back shoulder throws, we good.
Mm-hmm.
So you can laugh at this pick. You can really laugh at this draft so far. But I'll tell you what, we got a lot tougher. We got a lot tougher in this draft. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And a tough team, you can win some games that you ain't supposed to win because you're tougher and you're wearing those guys down. And they don't want to keep getting hit. They don't want to keep getting hands put on them. So I love this pick. That's the pick I would have done. But it looks like the GM position is back on old Pat. And we are at pick 219. I believe this is the last pick for the New York Giants in this draft. So who better? No, actually, it's going to end with NYG. So,
of course,
at this position here in the 7th round, look, I don't give a damn what's going on. I'm going running back right here. And guess what? This whole draft is based off toughness. Sorry. I got to go with my guy. Shout out to Coach. I'm going with Kyle Monangai.
Let's go.
The pick is in, and I am confident. We draft Kyle Monangai with our first pick in the 7th round.
Yeah.
Kyle Monangai, 5'8". Yes, he's short, but he is a stocky 211 pounds at 5'8", 82 rating, 25 ranked at his position. The 40 time is going to be better at his pro day because he actually slipped twice at the combine. I think he's a 4.54 type guy. 1,279 rush yards, average 5 yards per carry, 13 rushing touchdowns with 14 catches for 75 yards. And this dude here reminds me of Ahmad Bradshaw all day long. Jersey boy right here in Jersey. Doesn't have to go too far. And he comes over to the Giants to be that change of pace back to Tyrone Tracy. I ain't going to say too much. I got 3 guys that I wanted in this draft.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. Give me Kyle Monangai in the 7th round, man. Let's get it, man. Tell me if I'm crazy or not. What y'all think about the pick, man?
What you got, TP, man? You go ahead and set it off, man. Young guy, man.
We knew. Well, the thing is, it's funny because I was looking at the running back position as well, right? And I was kind of curious as to who we was going to grab. I seen my dog LaQuint Allen there, right? I think LaQuint Allen is gonna be somebody who actually does something in the league. He just wouldn't be the fit for us because I believe we need somebody more like Cal. I don't even want to mess up his name.
Manangai. Yeah,
Yo.
Manangai.
For sure.
Manangai.
So, dynamic, an explosive playmaker. Me personally, I like the small backs. For somebody who has, some type of experience, playing on the field, I can contest that these dudes are the toughest to get a hold of, and if they are physical like him, they're the toughest to bring down at times. He also can provide you with that open field, burst, that open field play as well. So yeah, I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking with it. He's somebody that, as you can see right there, he could make you miss, and he's not somebody that typically goes down on a first point of contact, which is what I love in a running back. So
yeah, man.
Not mad at it.
Yeah, man. Kyle Manungai, man. Again, man, shout out to Coach Ed. We've been watching Cal for a couple years now. I know Coach been obviously tapped in more than I have, man. But dude's a beast, man. Went back to school. Could have came out last year. Went back to school. Had another monster year, and I mean he's ready, pro ready dude. Plenty of college experience and tough runner, tough physical runner. That's what you want as a New York Giants. Get back to being Giants. Yeah, he don't have the size, but he got the ability, the toughness, the grit, the grind that you want to see from your running back. Now combine that with Tyrone Tracy, elusiveness, one cut ability. Yeah. Now you building a true running back room. I am a definite fan of Kyle Manungai, and I think this is a great pick to get as late as you did. A steal, in my opinion, man. Shout out to Cal. Shout out to Rutgers, man.
Yo.
Rutgers low-key becoming my squad, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, I got my guy, Kyle, my guy, Manungai, in the 7th round, man. I am very happy with my GM skills in this video. Hate on me if you want. I think I did a damn good job. I think we all did a damn good job. And we got one pick left. So let's get back to the board. And NYG, you up the bat, brother.
Here we go.
All right. Here we go. Let's see who we got here left, boy.
At pick 246, the last pick of this draft. And we got Ty Brooks, Jordan Hancock, Ricky White III, who's actually pretty good, Craig Woodson, Jaquindon Jackson, Phil Maffa, Jamon Dumas, not dumbass, but Dumas Johnson. Ja'Cory Brooks is still there. Tesla is still there. Shamar James,
that's your man from Florida. Talk a little bit about him.
Shamar James is
I think he was at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, Shamar James. He's gonna have to learn a lot about at the linebacker position as far as angles and getting in and making good tackles.
I see the guy I want, Mac McWilliams.
Yep, that was our guy. Mac McWilliams at the Senior Bowl. Well,
low key, dude, nice. Yup,
he is
physical corner.
Well, the pick is in. McWilliams.
I don't hate DBs.
Cornerback out of UCF. The last pick in the NFL 2025 draft for our New York Giants, our GM, NYG, Unpopular Opinion Sports, picks Mac McWilliams out of UCF. Talking about him, NYG.
Dude's tough. tough physical corner. Probably gonna be a slot guy. You could use him in the rotation with Andrew Phillips, but it brings that same physicality. Watch him up close and personal. Was getting physical, jamming guys at the line of scrimmage. He stuck with a lot of those quicker guys in the slot, like Restrepo, what's my man Cal Williams that was out there. So I did see McWilliams shine at the Senior Bowl, one of the more underrated prospects out there. Low key went to a smaller school, so maybe not as much recognition, but I do think if you develop him, he could be a solid slot corner and probably a solid special teamer for you, man. Because dude has hustle, and that's when I seen on the field. I seen hustle, and I seen physicality, and it's the theme of this draft: physicality. So,
yeah, looks like we gonna really get it lit, man. In training camp, man, it's gonna be gonna be a lot of good work going on. To me personally, that's just my speed when I'm looking for a corner this year, man. It's the name of the game, man. It's physicality. Give me a physical corner. Give me somebody who could come up and do this, make tackles.
Do tackles, yeah, he does. He was tackling in the Senior Bowl pretty good.
Come on, let's do it. Let's stop this run some way, somehow, even on the outside, man. So, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I love this pick, bro. I didn't think this dude would make it to the 7th round. You know who he reminds me of? A young R.W. McQuarters. That's exactly what he reminds me of. And he's gonna stick his nose in there. And this is a dude that can come in and give you some valuable minutes. So if we got a cornerback room of a Debo, the cornerback, O'Donnell, Williams, Phillips, Banks. Yo, we got corners, and don't get it twisted. This dude can play outside too. He's feisty. Yeah. Now he won't be able to compete with dudes like AJ Brown, but he'll compete with some people out there. I promise. And he's a smart corner. And you ever looked at a dude that plays football? You be like, man, that dude's just a football player, man. like he's gonna make a play here and there, and it's like, hell, this little dude do that, man. He's gonna go in there, he's gonna make some sacks, he's gonna be a special teams guy, and he could give you some viable minutes. If Drew Phillips gets hurt, you got another Drew Phillips coming right in there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what you do as a team. Hey, look, I like the pick, man. He can play inside or outside. I liked him at the Senior Bowl. We was looking, he was like, this little dude cold. He's scared. You can tell by his stance. He ain't scared of nobody. He's gonna go out there and compete. And if you beat him, you beat him. But a lot of the times, if you ain't with it, you ain't gonna beat him.
You ain't gonna beat him, man. He's right there, man. Yeah. In every play, he's right there. You might beat him. I mean, you might get a play on him, but he's right there. I didn't see him get like this smoked.
Yeah.
At all.
Like this pick, man. We got some tough little buggers in this draft. But just to get back to give you a whole recap of this draft, GM Big Pat picked Abdul Carter at pick 3. Our worst nightmare. You know how fun this was? Our worst nightmare happened. Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders was picked 1 and 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this draft really gave you the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Abdul Carter at 3. I picked Abdul Carter. NYG said hell no to Jackson Dart. Pick Josh Connolly.
Doubling down. Damn right.
Yeah. Pick Josh Connolly Jr. Offensive tackle out of Oregon. Great swing tackle. TP came in with another what? Omar Norman Lott at 65. I think he's a very good compliment to Dexter Lawrence, and he doesn't have to play immediately. Josh Connolly doesn't have to play immediately. Savion Williams, your boy Big Pack picked Savion Williams. We can put him at kick return, punt return. He's like Cordell Patterson on drugs. I love this pick here with Savion Williams in the 3rd round. And NYG says, F you quarterback fans. I'm taking Dylan Fairchild out of Oregon offensive guard. He can go in there and compete with Evan Neal, Van Rotten, and whoever else we have at the offensive guard position. We got a young guy that can sit and develop as well. Hey, TP, he doubled down as an F the quarterback. I'm going O'Donnell Fortune, another physical corner out of South Carolina at 154. I like that pick too. Now we got similar type people coming in behind people if they get hurt. That's what you're supposed to do in the draft and get them trained up. So if they do have to take over, you're not missing out on anything. A lot of Eagles, go look at their formula. Hey, I got my guy Cal Monunga in the 7th round with the first pick in the 7th round at 219. Cal Monunga, man, you better go look at some of my Bradshaw film and compare it to him, man. I'm telling you, same dude. Love that pick in the 7th round, and I love this pick too. NYG caps the draft off with Mac McWilliams out of UCF. Love all these picks, man. Just gonna give you a profile of each one. Each one of these picks is not letting me do it. So we about to get up out of here, man. Listen, this
loyal at quarterback, bringing them back.
This draft tells you that we are rolling with famous Jameis Winston into the season, and we won't get our quarterback to 2026 if it's not in free agency in 2026. So, gentlemen, how do y'all feel about y'all GM skills in this mock draft, the first mock draft central for the New York Giants?
I like my performance, man. I like my performance. Just looking at my picks, I'm not mad at it, man. I'm not mad at my picks. You know, I like being tested, man. I like the fact that, you know, NYG didn't get the quarterback because it kind of threw that wrench in there and it kind of put me to that position to where I had to think, all right, so where do I go from here? I do like the fact that Cam Ward and Shador was taken because it just like I said, it added another factor to the whole thinking piece. And it actually made it that much more fun, for real. I'm gonna be real with you. So I was looking at my picks as Pat was going over it, and I like them. I rock with them, man. So anybody want to argue about my picks, I'm willing to argue about them, you know, because I'm standing 10 toes down on that.
Okay, NYG, talk to him.
And you already know, man. Look, we fix the trenches. I don't try to do that. No more offensive line issues. Somebody goes down, we got another fat boy to put in there. No problem. For y'all. See what I did? So don't be mad at me.
Yo, hey, listen. I feel good about myself, man. I got you Abdul Card, I got you Savion Williams, and I got you my guy, my nun guy. I feel pretty good about myself. Talk about me if you want to, man. Our GM skills, hey, listen, we did this in our worst case scenario with the top two quarterbacks coming off the board. And even Milroe came off the board when he wasn't supposed to come off the board. So we lost out on 3 quarterbacks that we really want here with the New York Giants. NYG, hey, if you wanted to attack NYG, put it in the comments because he didn't take your guy Jackson Dart. He said, I don't want no damn Jackson Dart. You know what I'm saying? So we got you physical corners. I got you a gadget player and Savion Williams. I got you an edge rusher and Abdul Carter that I think will take this defense to the next level. TP got you defensive tackle help to go with Dexter Lawrence. The NYG got us some offensive linemen that we needed. We got a swing tackle and an offensive guard to go and train behind Van Rotten if Evan Neal doesn't work out. Hey, we did the best we could in the worst case scenario, and I will tell you this was a blast. Y'all rank who was the best GM in this video. Was it Big Pat? Was it NYG? Was it TP? Who was the best version
hey, look,
of Joe
I already
Shane?
know somebody in the comments is going to be like, oh, man, Pat turned down Alexander.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they're gonna be cursing me out.
Hey,
You didn't pick Jackson Dart or Jalen Miller.
We gonna get killed in this NFL draft, but we don't give a damn. This is the Aboriginal Sports Network, man. We thinks over here, man. I'm glad you guys have tuned in to the first NFL Mock Draft Central right here on the Aboriginal Sports Network. Can't wait to do more of these. This was way more fun than I actually thought it would ever be. But NYG, TP,
Yes,
Big
sir.
P, we rhyme and we out, man. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Holla.
Peace.
Welcome to NFL Mock Draft Central.